Hi, my name's Eric Watrous. I'm in Dr. Phil's class for Communication, Gender, and Culture. This year, I chose the Girls and Boys Club as my community engagement partner. Um, they were my number one choice after CAN did not work out because they provided an opportunity for me to discuss many of the topics that I learned about in this class with people of a younger age because personally I wished that someone had talked to me about a lot of the things I picked up from this course at earlier on in my life. One of the main things I talked to young men there about was what it is to be masculine, and a lot of young men relate to the fact of being masculine as being anything but feminine. Don't wear pink. Don't uh, dress up a certain way. You have to be tough. You have to be stoic. You have to be strong. And I explained to a lot of them, and they related to the fact that that's not always being true to your emotions. It's not always being true to who you really are deep down. And that it's okay to be emotional because we are emotional creatures, and it's okay to show the fact that sometimes you're sad, and it's okay to show emotions other than anger and resentment or tough. You can be a fully well-rounded person and take off that mask, so to speak, and show people who you really are deep down. And a lot of the young boys that I talked to about that, they really resonated with that because they do feel like they have to put up a mask. They feel like either their dad or society or culture, everybody expects them to act and behave a certain way. So, at least in front of me for that time, I said, you can put down your mask. You can be who you really are. And I think that was comforting to them. It discusses that on page 152 in the textbook. That the most important thing for men is to not act feminine. That idea goes into detail on that. I also told them a little bit about male feminists because I kind of think of myself a little bit as a male feminist. Now, some people, uh, older people, usually younger people, that kind of want to know what that meant, uh, get a little bit, whoa, what's that mean? But I told them that, I stand up for women's rights and that I feel women are equal to men and they should be treated as such in the coming years and coming generations. More emphasis should be placed on that. And so I shared how people like myself, were male feminists, and that it's cool to be like that too. And I told them that it's good to be true to yourself and who you are and what you believe in, regardless of what other people think, because all you can do is be the best you can be. And it discusses male feminism on page 80 in the textbook. And I also went into talking about bullying because that's a big thing at that age. I can't really talk to younger people without discussing bullying. And it took different courses with different individuals because some of them they didn't want to talk about transgender bullying or anything. They felt that didn't apply to their life, so that's fine. But I talked about mainly how bullying behavior is intended to hurt, embarrass, shame, or intimidate another person, and that how they see that playing out, there at the Boys and Girls Club in their life, and what they can do to prevent that from happening and to never do that to another person. So we'd always have a discussion about that, whoever I was talking with. And they'd tell me some stories about how they'd been bullied, how they'd been harassed or whatever. And I would tell them that they're not alone, and there's ways to get help, and there's things that can be done about that to prevent that from happening in the future. And one of the main things that I love talking about was masculine friendships because this is really the heart of what I wish I'd been told when I was younger was the fact that men can have friendships with other men and you don't have to go around saying no homo or I love you bro but no homo or something like that. You don't have to do that all the time. You can tell a guy your emotions as your friend. You have to have someone you can confide in for all your feelings, your emotions, what you think, and not just, oh, I want to pick up that girl, homie. You know, it can be more deep than that. More what you're feeling, why you're feeling that way, what's going on in your life. You know, in that male friendships, you don't have to say no homo, and it's not girly to just talk about your emotions with another guy. It's actually really cool. So I told them about that, and I told them how that will relieve a lot of pressure on themselves to actually be able to talk to their friends about the things that they feel are important and are really on their heart to say to somebody. Because a lot of times when you're that age, you just need somebody to say, "Hey, I'm having a tough time with this, and uh, I just need someone to listen to me." So I talked to them about that, and that's cool, and that's okay. Um, how did these efforts better me as a person? It helps me to reach out to others, and when I find something that I really feel help myself, it helps me to connect with someone else and say, hey, maybe this will help you too. Maybe this will help you down your life path. It helps me to feel like a better person, and it gives me a sense of uh, satisfaction and gratitude that I'm able to do that and have that opportunity to have a engagement partner, a community engagement partner to converse about the different subjects and topics that were covered in this course, because really a lot of them really hit home for me on a deep level. Um, the community is also a better place because of this activism that the whole class as a whole has been doing, working this information, this knowledge into the community. Will ripple through the community and hopefully through the next generation and generations to come and help make this a better place, better planet, better place to live. The masculine friendships was on page 191. In case I didn't mention it, the bullying and behaviors was on page 178. In this book, which I am citing for that, Gendered Lives, Communication, Gender, and Identity, by Julia T. Wood and Natalie Fixmer-Oriez. Thank you.